Fertility astrology is not about telling you whether or not you can have children. It's about understanding the landscape of your body, your energy, your lineage. If you ever wonder whether your birth chart can tell you about your chances of having children one day, the answer is yes and no. No, because astrology can't make you pregnant. It doesn't promise outcomes, and it definitely doesn't replace medical guidance. But your chart can offer something else, something that I think is really important. It can reflect back what your body and spirit might be asking for, such as healing, support, awareness, and timing. It can show you how you carry life energetically, emotionally, and ancestrally. And because I can see the strengths in your chart, I can also lovingly name the barriers to your healing, like gut health, inflammation, fibroids, endometriosis, thyroid conditions, hormonal irregularities. Before I go any further, I want to be very clear about how I approach this work from my perspective. My reading of your birth chart is not a diagnosis. It is not medical advice. Yes, I do have a PhD and years of experience in women's health, but I am not a medical doctor. I will never tell you what's wrong or missing. I will never say you cannot have a baby or yeah, you definitely have a condition. I don't make predictions. I don't analyze current planetary movements, also known as transits. And I don't try to forecast fertility windows for you. I look at who you are, what you carry, and what your body is speaking to me, or at least what it might be speaking. Some placements reflect natural ease. Others gently suggest where nourishment, grief work, or other forms of support is needed. But none of it is a sentence. None of it is a limit. It's all a part of your sacred landscape. So I want to show you some of the chart areas that I look at when someone tells me that they want to understand their fertility, now or in the future. The moon in your chart speaks to your ovaries, eggs, cycles, and emotions. It also shows how your body processes time, change, and emotional vulnerability. When the moon is in harmony, these systems tend to flow naturally and with ease. When it's under a little bit of pressure from maybe Saturn or Uranus, it can point to irregular cycles, hormone imbalances, or stories of fear around motherhood or even delayed motherhood. But I never look at just one piece. I look at the patterns. The fifth house. It's the place that we traditionally associate with children. But it's also about creativity, joy, and our capacity to bring things to life. I look at the sign on the cusp of your fifth house and which planet rules it. That ruling planet becomes a major part of your fertility narrative. If you have planets sitting inside your fifth house, they can amplify or reshape your story. Many astrologers actually stop there when they're assessing fertility in birth charts. But through the work of fertility astrologer Nicholas Alsop, I've learned a traditional method that helps me identify a planet that I call your fertility guide. This planet in your chart plays a major role in your fertility story, and it often reveals powerful insight about when and how your body may be ready to bring new life. Sometimes this planet confirms a sense that you've already had. Other times it offers a new key to unlock what's probably been unclear for you. It doesn't predict, it reveals. And I treat that revelation with deep care. And now Jupiter, the planet of growth, abundance, and opportunity. We love a Jupiter. When Jupiter is active in your birth chart, especially if it's connected to the moon, Venus, or the fifth house, it can suggest a more fertile window, emotionally or physically. Now, of course, Jupiter doesn't guarantee anything, but it definitely opens things. Venus, that's my girl. Venus rules hormones and the endocrine system. When Venus is strong, the system tends to be more balanced, receptive. When Venus is under a little bit of stress, it may point to hormonal challenges or imbalances worth paying attention to. And Mercury might surprise you. Infertility astrology, especially through the work of astrologer Nicholas Alsop, is associated with the fallopian tubes, the literal place where sperm and egg meet. If Mercury is in a tight or a harsh aspect, it might signal blockages, energetic or physical, specifically around that passageway. But again, not a diagnosis, just a mirror for deeper exploration. And maybe it's something you do explore with a very trusted medical provider. Your ascendant or rising sign rules the physical body, including the what? Uterus. Its sign and condition shows how your body metabolizes change, stress, and energy. Some signs might point to a thinner uterine lining or a slow recovery. Others may suggest strength or resistance and rigidness. All of this helps me see how your body responds to the possibility of life, not just biologically, but spiritually and emotionally. And again, these are just clues, not certainties. I've seen people with none of these strong fertility markers have beautiful pregnancies, and others with all of them face challenges. And that's because fertility is layered. You should know this by now. It's spiritual, emotional, physical, and of course, ancestral. So let me be clear one more time. This work isn't about fear. It's not about false certainty. It's about awareness, self-knowledge, and choice. Fertility is never just about conception. It's about your whole health. Your body, your spirit, your emotional rhythms, your lineage, your timing. If at this point you're wondering what your fertility landscape looks like, what's strong, what's sacred, what may need some support, in the fall of 2025, I will be offering a one-of-a-kind reading designed specifically for this. And it's not predictive, it's personal. And it's here for you, whether you're trying to conceive, healing your womb, or you just want to know your body more intimately through the lens of astrology. I got you. Fertility astrology is not about telling you whether or not you can have children. It's about understanding the landscape of your body, your energy, your lineage. With this reading, we don't look for answers, we look for insight. We don't chase prediction, we honor preparation. I'll read your chart like a sacred story, and I'll help you listen. But most importantly, you are the authority of your own body. I'm just here to reflect, not to define. So like, comment, and subscribe so you can be the first to know when this offering is available. As always, this sacred message was delivered with love from me, Moody B.